do I move this? Portfolio. Okay, here we go. Portfolio. Roku. Portfolio. Okay, this is how it's gonna go. I'm not sure about this guy. My friend is going bananas. Yeah, not sure about bar levels. And portfolio. Portfolio. Microsoft. Pfizer goes to portfolio, and it can go off my daily watch for sure. Oh, look at Citigroup. Starbucks. Starbucks, I don't know how to deal with, to be honest with you. But I think Starbucks inspired me to finally start working on my portfolio again, and then it can go from my monthly watch. Portfolio. And then again. Yeah, but it can go. So like the watch list is gonna be like only system trading from now on. What does it do on my monthly watch? Yeah, it's more so good in continuation of the trend. Same deal. What are you doing here? My continuations that I cannot take till I clean up my list. Did it bounce? It did, but you know what I mean? What is this energy limited anyways? Ooh, 8% dividend. Australia. I'm not gonna do any racist jokes about Australia, since there are many. I like how like racist is used interchangeably in American English to describe any kind of discrimination. It makes sense because historically that was the biggest one for United States of America. Yet it's like, come on, guys, there's so much more to it than just racism. There's so many ways to unlawfully and unethically discriminate each other. Yeah. This is alarming when the manipulation and correction is like bigger volume than anything. So it doesn't look like correction, even though you would expect volume here, but and like all this volume build up, yeah, this definitely looks weird. And what is this Accenture stock anyways? Sorry. I mean, 200 billion, 700 employees. Is it again professional service? Yeah. Or government digital core up to. Holy moly. Ireland. So offshore. 200 billion. 700 employees. They're definitely doing something right. This much I can tell. What is this? Uyuy. 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 Yeah, this is not namaste. Oh, it's a Russian company from my hometown, St. Petersburg, of real estate properties. LSR. Molchanov. Yeah, I know. I don't know him, but I know about him. LSR. Lenstroy Group. No, Lenstroy. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I know them. Is it a Russian company too? Yeah, sound Russian. I'm not sure I want to do the same for Russian stocks, but that's this is weird. This is weird. But this stock just Died. He's like, no. Where'd you go then? Here? Alright. We can play this game. I don't mind. Toronto Dominion. Should we even do portfolio of the foreign stocks? Not so sure about this. It's not like I don't trust Canada, it's just like I don't know nothing about Canada. If CVS will start to collapse, I'll probably hear it on the news. But if Toronto Dominion Bank will start collapsing, I wouldn't know. I would be like, oh, that's a great correction. It's like Pfizer. I don't know what's going on with Pfizer. Are they just correcting or did they just die? And I have no like capacity. Wow. Someone writes me. Hey, ICJ. Hey, man. Hey, man. Oops. Hey man. Hey man. No, I didn't bother. How is brother Jay here? How have you been? I'm assembling. I'm assembling. Oops, assembling my long-term portfolio now. You have on your phone and look at each other way to make sense. Makes sense. It's no, I know how to do it. Like I can go to YouTube. Let me do it right now. Once you're here, if I go to YouTube, I can go to my channel, my live, and just yeah. Hold on. Close. Yeah, community. Pop out chat. I see YouTube chat now. So yeah, no, I know how to do it. It's just like I don't bother myself because no one ever writes me. Since you're gone, Jay, Casey emailed me a couple times. If you remember him, I've put a lot of learning into fair value gaps. ACT strategies. I don't know. ACT gaps are cool. Gaps are cool. Don't know. Don't know much. I don't know much about IST. What's IST strategy? Let me Google. Hold on. I need another window. New window. ICT strategist. Inner circle trader. In the strat community, this style of trading is purely based on price action and incorporates little to no use of trend following or momentum indicators. Alright, I mean, there is so many ways to trade. Choose your flavor. Choose your flavor. Can be distracting, boy. I know. I'm more one-way channeling now. Yeah, no, I'm glad to see you though. I'm glad to see you though. I'm glad to see you. And I cannot make it any smaller. So yeah, maybe that's why I don't do it. So now I have to shorten my window like this. You see it? I'm glad to see you though. Yeah, I don't know how to make it smaller. Top chat, live chat, timestamps, reactions. Anywho, I'm here working on my long-term portfolio. So yeah, Jay, I decided that for some stocks, not like to FOMO them. Yeah, just about to finish trading. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Do you like it? Do you like it? It's a good book. It's nice to hear, man. It's nice to hear you're growing. Just learn and grow. It's a very exciting process. It's very exciting. But yeah, I'm polishing my skills in wave and volume spread analysis. You know what I do. Jay knows what I do. That's my jam. Yeah, trading as a zone was And it doesn't only concern trading, it concerns like things all across the board. I can like validate it for acting. It's like same deal for acting. Anything you do, I used to DJ, is the same. Like I would know even before I knew like the term being in the zone. I knew when I'm in the zone, doing some activities that I really liked. Why did I put it here? HSBC. Yeah. Doom. This is doesn't look good. A lot better though. So I watch some of your stuff when I can. I'm sure you're looking to buy. Yeah, I'm looking at Nike for sure. It's just like Nike is so. Um, I put it like Nike's right here, so I'm looking at it. Dude, I had such a FOMO like from Starbucks because yeah, it's kind of exhausted here. Like it's very far deep, like below point 0.5. That concerns me. So it doesn't look like correction to point 0.5 at all. Even if you put like the lowest FIPS, which I don't do, you know that too. So, but even if I put 0.618, it's still like, and it broke the level. So that's the problem with me. It did break the level and close the bar below. However, this exhaustion volume, both on monthly and daily, is beautiful. And now it consolidated here. So this cumulative volume is bigger than this obviously, so I'm not concerned about this volume level. It will like give some noise, so it should bounce here. And actually like that's exactly what it's doing today. It bounced like, but it looks extremely strong. So I might just like start buying it for my long-term portfolio. Once again, I'm not crazy about it going so low. Dude, Starbucks though. Starbucks is just killing me. Look what it did. I was like tiptoeing, and again, there is no 0.5 whatsoever, so it was like too deep for this 0.5 too, so the whole shebang is very weird. Oh, it's still okay. It was okay for this 0.5. And then, like, I discontinued my like lines because like support and resistances because just the range was like too crazy. It was a crash. So, and then it breaks, gives this volume. Look how beautifully it accumulated here. Like this volume, and it went like spring this volume went up, didn't give me a test, and then went up, and it was like accumulating. This whole thing was a campaign, like accumulation campaign. We can see it in the hindsight. And then it gaps like this, just leaving everyone behind. And look at this volume. And it's not like earnings, it's not dividends, it's not nothing. It's like, it's out of the blue. Look at this volume. Never ever had the volume like this. I don't know what happened there, like in a deep pool aftermarket, but someone bought it big time. So, and yeah, I have such a FOMO. And actually Starbucks made me think that I want to like start accumulating my long-term portfolio, because for 2R I didn't have a test here. That was a spring 2, needed a test. This was too high. Maybe here was a good buy for a quick 2R. But all in all, like seeing this accumulation campaign, especially after this spring, I could have been accumulating, you know, few shares here and there. So like by this move, I'm good. And that's actually enough. Like that's, you see, it's did it move to 0.5. So like if I was accumulating anywhere here, I would be like exiting at 0.5. Looks beautiful. Look at this. From 0 to hero, like from 70 to 90. What is it? Like 30%? Not bad. It took it like from me. If I started accumulating here, then like skipped all this part and then accumulated here a little bit more and here. So May, June, July, August, like in 3 months, in like less than 3 months, like 30%. Yes, please. So yeah, I'm foaming so bad over like Starbucks, that I decided to start gathering, assembling together my long-term portfolio. Yeah, that did happen yesterday. Well, like it's a news. Like there's always a news when market. It's not Starbucks hired CEO from Chipotle. I don't want to insult anyone, but I got such a food poisoning once in Chipotle. Well, I blame. It was like too late in the night. I think it's also like my health was not in the perfect state, but I normally, I don't know, don't eat like food like that. And it was like super late. We were doing late hiking in Malibu, and then we went to Chipotle, and I loaded it with like sour cream and guac, like and all these goodies. Dude, the next morning I woke up so sick. You can't even imagine. I was so sick. But anywho, news, like you'll find in news, like when the stock ripes, when the price ripes. So the reason it like jumps so high, and that's something that I was lacking. I'm lacking it in my system because it's not so much focused on gaps, because like Wyckoff method, like Richard Wyckoff lived before dark pools, and like market wouldn't gap so hard back in the day because they didn't have like aftermarket dark pools. So like there is no method within my system that I use that would allow me to work with this. There was nothing here, maybe something on hourly, but visually it was a huge accumulation campaign, and it almost closed the gap. Look, so this was like a gap and go that didn't go. It did go a little, so it was gap and go that did go, like that was a go, and then it started correcting, and like it accumulated beautifully all this volume. So someone like made a beautiful campaign here. And then, well, based on what you say, based on the news, like hiring new Chipotle, that could have been someone who is tightly connected to the to the company, aka inside trading. Also, it can be just a pure coincidence because company was definitely like struggling based of the like price of the stock, and then they had to make a move, and they were like, uh, they've been trying to figure out what to do with all this, aka this like downtrend for like year and few months, and then finally they come up with like some solutions. So I'm just saying that uh, news will be found, when the market is ripe. And you don't know, like maybe like if the market wasn't ripe, this new CEO wouldn't do nothing, like for the price of the stock. Training. Hold on. Just about to finish. Where are we? Yeah, that's. I think it's hype. I'd wait to see if it retracts and holds around 90 and then take maybe 95. I think it was all the Moscow mules you were drinking. Yeah, I've been going hard on them. It's a cultural thing, I have to like I can't skip on Moscow mule. I mean, I haven't been drinking for the last 5 years. I guess I just Americanized too much. I gotta go back and spend the summer or winter in Siberia. But yeah, yes, right. Yeah, I was definitely um, capitalizing on the Moscow mules during the happy hour, um, because if you buy it half price, right, you save money. So you can make money by drinking during happy hour, right? Because you would have spent more, right? So you saved some money in the bank. JK, I haven't been drinking for 5 years, and I'm absolutely sober for the last like 3 years. That was fun while it lasts. But bro, yeah, I'm with you on Starbucks. I wouldn't touch it now because it's in point 0.5, and the trend is still down. Like, well, unless you want to continue this support and resistance, which is like bananas. The range is just ridiculous. It's not workable. It's like 70% up, and it's even It's like 40% down. So um, I think this charting is more reflects the market participants. So it's gonna correct. So it's zero point 0.5. I think it's still gonna break. It's hard for me to imagine it's gonna go down. A reaction bar will go down below this resistance. We'll see on October 1st. But yeah, for now, I would expect some like good correction of this movement from 0.5 of the months. But yeah, I'm surely with you on Nike, like looking for entry sport. But like with Nike, remember that I'm sober. Yeah, I still am. And like I wish everyone the same. Um, Fun fact though, like in I don't know like how they call it now, but in my childhood back in Russia, we would call Nike Nike. We wouldn't say Nike, we would say Nike shoes. uh, so I had to rewire my brain to call Nike Nike. And I watched the movie, by the way, with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. It's such a good movie. Have you seen Nike? Like, just see it if you didn't. It's so good. It's like it's the history of United States of America. It's the history of capitalism. I'm so glad to see you, man. Um, but yeah, with Nike, this is a very powerful movement, and I like how it like start breaking the level right. So like when it comes from here hits, like from deep below, normally it doesn't break, but this is a break. Like come on, let's be real about it. And once again, I'm not concerned about this volume just because of how much volume consolidated here. It was like accumulation campaign. We know that now. However, on hourly, look, the exhaustion volume is it's not in the last bar, not in the extremum, but it's not in the jump over creek bar. It's here. So that would be like very scary to pick it up from here if it comes. And like nearest 0.5, it was a balance actually starting from here, like expanding balance. But even if you put it from here, from the last kind of like dip, still 0.5 is so below this exhaustion volume. So if biggest volume was on this bar and this 0.5 and this 0.5, I would say heck yeah, let the price come back here and I'll buy it like there's no tomorrow. But the problem with Nike is that the biggest volume, the sign of strength bar, and you see how spread narrowed and there is a tail. So this is like full control of the buyer. So just closed with no seller tail, like bearish tail whatsoever. And then the biggest volume comes on the next bar, and the spread, like volume spread analysis, volume grows. I believe it calls like divergence in some other cultures, trading culture schools. But spread narrows, volume grows and spread narrows, and we see bearish tail now. So yeah, bro, like it's such a good movie. It's not about just Jordan. I don't want to spoil it for you if you're gonna watch it, but just watch it. Yeah, like it's about how Nike revolutionized um, the clothing, like the shoe market, and the whole like ambassadorship, the whole endorsement thing from the sportsman. Yeah, it's a great movie. I've learned not to buy the breakout always. Yes, into Bernie, you look for the deep sell. Yes, that's my boy. Look for the sell, buy the sells, and wait for it to break that previous high it came from. Yeah, easier said than done. Yes, yeah, that's the biggest training. Like we are like predatory in our nature, like human beings. Like our species are predatory, so we like get attracted. That's why we have FOMO, because once we see something moving fast, we want to like attack. We want to jump on it. We want to hunt. You know what I'm saying? We want to like prey. But in trading, you have to let it go. You have like to like smart money to make it move, and you don't participate most of the time on this like violent moves. You just watch them, observe them, and then you have to be patient during this boring correction environment when on the weakness. So we see the strengths going up, smart money, we see like the weakness going down, and you sit and watch and watch and watch its boring movement on correction till it finds like reaches the level, either the bar level or wave level of support in 0.5, and you buy the dip. And even there, you need to wait for manipulation signal in my case. I want to see this hour bar on minutes. Yeah, you see? This was sign of strength. If this was the biggest volume, I would be happy. And then like it would be exactly like in the jump over creek bar on hourly too. But after this bar comes in, see this spread? And then this comes as the biggest volume. And it's not the last volume of the day, you know, like where it lies to you. It's like technical volume. But see, this volume is bigger than this. But spread narrows. Tell me it's not like smart money closing their positions. Tell me it's not. Let's not call them smart money. Let's not differentiate smart money and like retail money, but just let's just say, tell me it's not an exhaustion volume where people were closing their positions. I'm not saying like a lot of people open position shorts here, but I'm just saying that a lot of position close their long. A lot of people traders close their long positions here. And then of course like wave doesn't stop like instantaneously. It's a wave impulse, I mean. So like it went here, here, here. It was like a dying ever since. And now we're in this correction, so gotta be like super careful. Um, if not for this 1 5 minute bar, because all this volume from here is concentrated, and that one like 5 minute bar that I just showed you from yesterday. So that's my problem with Nike. But like you said, all about your flavor of trading, breakout trading is a bit too spicy. Yeah, you gotta find your like angle of approaching the market, and um, it's about your style. It's about like I do believe in fundamental understanding of the things that you do. So like the reason I keep up with my system that I use, like wave volume spread analysis, because it gives me fundamental explanation of the market. It based on the law of demand and supply, cause and effect, and effort and result. So and wave theory, of course, and that gives me like some holistic understanding of the market and how it works. So I have a deep trust into the system. That might be me, and there's also something to be said. Um, like it's a cultural thing, I think too, because like in my personal observation, Americans in specific, and like people of the like capitalistic world in general, like they don't need such a deep theoretical understanding of the processes they get involved into. That's just my personal observation. And like people like myself who come from like I come from socialistic communistic environment, and that's where science was the like. So like say in America, like money is the, you know, um what's called the yardstick, you know. So if you're making money out of your trading system, it doesn't matter like how well it helps you to explain, you understand the market in general. But like in my uprising, money wasn't like the yardstick, but so like science was the yardstick. So like for me, it's very important, and I see this all across the board. For like I would say, for people from Russia or Eastern Europe, like fundamental understanding of processes they get involved into is more important. Um, for like American folks, maybe like some trading systems that don't really explain how market works, but just say, hey, uh, buy deep, say sell high is enough. And if it works, if your personal statistic is your yardstick. So if you make money, take money from the table, make money out of market, you're good. If you're losing money, it doesn't matter how good is your system. You're a bad trader. As simple as that. Consistently and in the long term, I need to add. People taking profits on Nike. I think I saw a previous low that was around 64, 65 years ago. I wouldn't doubt it could keep heading that way. So the big cats, big cats, I like it, can really capitalize on a big move up. Let's see. Oh, you mean this 65? That would be like a collapse. So, like, yeah, the problem with Nike right now is that It broke the level, reaction bar is down. Does look like an exhaustion. Look at this volume though. I think unless we're heading into recession, which I don't think we do till at least like 25 and after. So like the next stop would be, it's even good for this, for like 2015. If you're talking about like 2009, so like 2008 recovery, bro, it has to be like a full-blown recession. And then the next stop is the Great Depression, which is also around the corner, you know, with like 40 trillion national debt. Not national, but governmental debt. We're not talking about like corporate and public debt. We're talking about just government. With 40 trillion debt of the government that earns 2 trillion, yeah, we're looking into default somewhere. I don't want to like sound like a black crow, you know, but yeah, like this 0.5 is possible like in 25, 26, when we face the next like recession. And this is possible whenever like a full, like whenever the government defaults on the debt. Unless they figure out some magic, abracadabra, I don't know, there is no more 40 trillion debt anymore. I should always keep in mind this possibility. But yeah, if it goes here, and also you need to understand that was like a panic event, so we need a panic event because all this volume, that's like a March 20, so there is no market participant interest here, more so here, because all this tail, I'll show you. I don't use this method often, but I can look it up sometimes. You know what? Never mind. It wasn't like 1 bar, so yeah. Like the market hang out here for a little while, so one could make an argument that there is market participant interest focused in this area. So yeah, you might be right. That also possibly is a volume zone of market participants interest, but I don't think that the smart money will have the power. Like, can you imagine how hard they need to like hammer Nike to reach this point? They're gonna try hard, especially after this volume. No one knows anything, and everything is possible. Totally ridiculous, absolutely possible. That's the name of one of our shows in the Dream Vision group. But I think that was a panic event. That was like consolidation slash accumulation. In this case, this is a break. We need the reaction bar, which probably will close above the resistance level. So this level is going to be gone in an hour and 42 minutes. And yeah, regardless of what hourly shows. So this is like, I'll show you. This is like, this is real. There is no context for this investment trade though, for me, like within my system again. Like for my investment portfolio, I would take it probably. But within the wave volume spread analysis I use, in order to buy it from here, I need the context on superior time frame, which is monthly, and there is no context on monthly. And what's interesting is that like if this bar closes bullish, so this volume will become, even though it went lower by a tick, but this bar will become a part of the extremum. So the extremum is formed by 2 bars, one bearish, another bullish. So like in a perfect case, you want to see like the climax volume in the lowest tip of the extremum. But in this case, bearish bar, bullish bar, this volume will belong to this extremum. I don't know, man. No, only something quick on, quickie on Nike for me. And once again, right now, like I would, like in this context, I would buy it. Oh, I can buy it on hourly from here. but here it's gonna be like, no. You see, like this bar breaks everything for me. And being picky is the part of my system. It's like a high probability trades. So this 0.5 is beautiful, this level is beautiful, but we have this volume here. So if it ducks under, yeah, only something like super quick, super short. Short not in terms of the directions, but in terms of the duration of the trade. Something like this, maybe. Definitely before this volume zone, you know what I mean? A quickie. Like take you to R and get away. Because sometimes extra profit. Sometimes cut your losses, let your profit flow is not working for me. Look at this. I was just in a trade. I did my 2R for the half of the trade. And another half I decided to keep till this level. And look what it did on me. Missed it by a tick. And now I'm waiting just to break even on the rest of the trade. And that sucks. Same deal was on yuan. Look at this. Look at this sucker. I kept like 2/3 of position I closed here, and another third I kept to the T2. What is it? It's like it's the creek level, and I'm just missing it by a tick, and then it goes against me. And for the like rest third of the position, I'm just stuck in this flat boring environment. So quick to R and get away is my motto. If I want to like hold something longer, I'll put it in my long-term portfolio. If I bought into Nike, just glancing 78 and buying, take profit, but don't like where my stop loss is, I'll have to actually look at it. Blink, I'm not seeing an obvious stop loss. I would take it personally with my strategy. Yeah, 78, 99. Oh, you want to buy it from here? On hourly? To 5 take profit. Yeah, I know, right? How do I say it? A Moscow Mule in your hand is better than Long Island in your head, you know what I'm saying? It's better to take your profit from the table and go get your Moscow Mule than dream of getting extra profit to buy a Long Island and, then break even. In Russian, there is a proverb: a sparrow in the hand, a sparrow in your fist is better than a, gosh, what do you call them in English? I want to translate this one for you because it's exactly in line of crane. What a weird name. Crane, yeah. So the sparrow in your fist is better than the crane in the sky. So the Moscow Mule in your hand is better than Long Island in your head, in your plan, in your dreams. Okay, that's the proverb. I'm not sure about monthly. Like I can't buy from monthly because I don't have superior time frame. I'd say so if it came here, if it closes bullish and then goes. So like this is automatic rally. So the problem is I don't know how to work, and like a lot of times I'm just sitting there jealous, looking at obvious automatic rallies. I want to show you the examples. Just like sitting there like I knew it, because it was so obvious. Like this guy, it was so obvious with this volume. It's just like, oh, yo, buy it from here to R in, I don't know, automatic rally. It's in Wyckoff methodology. Automatic rally. Automatic rally. I just don't know how to work with them, so I leave him alone, There is a bigger volume, but every like exhaustion volume is pretty much an automatic rally, you know, and you see them all across the board on monthly, on daily, on not so much on monthly, but daily, gosh, hourly. But like I have to let them go because one time it doesn't go. Like that was also an obvious item. It was bearish though. You see my point. Like I don't know how to work with automatic rallies. I'm so glad I'm out of Lily. This one, look at this volume. Exhaustion volume, just, yeah, take it up from here, from anywhere. Like, once it closes the day like this, or it goes above it, just take it. Probably will be good. You know what I mean? Automatic, like, the exhaustion volume from the level of superior time frame. Like, when you have one day hits the monthly support level with exhaustion volume closes as a bullish bar, almost guaranteed there is an automatic rally, but it's not within my system of knowledge, so I don't touch them. I know, they are a thing of beauty till they're not, you know what I mean? Till it goes against you. It's called like bounce back home in Russian, so like buying a bounce all beautiful till it's not, you know? So, and once again, it depends on your strategy. So, wrapping up on the Nike, I'm not sure what to do on monthly with this because on monthly it hangs in the middle of nothing. Yeah, this volume definitely signifies, once again, like an automatic rally at least, but what can you expect? What I can say for sure that if I was to take anything long here, it would be before 96.52. Yeah, take profit 50. At least like I'm with you on your take profit. It definitely should be something below um, zero point 0.5 correction because it's officially in downtrend right now. You set entry 78.89, profit at 85. Like also like I would avoid round numbers. I would put 84.99 just for the sake of it, you know. It's one time you miss this like by a tick, you'll remember it for the rest of your life. Oh, happened to me. Yeah, stop loss. You're talking about stop loss. Well, stop loss. Well, you have to put it below this volume, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's too short with the stop loss like this on monthly because the whole idea of the stop loss is to put it uh, below the volume, below where. Well, like if you can make a hybrid. It's not a financial advice what I'm saying. It's just my personal opinion. Trade responsibly on your own. You know the rules. You know, bro. But yeah, like I would put it below this volume level. Mm, because if they let it go below this level, I think yeah, it's maybe something like that. So I would find like also like you don't really expect the bar of inferior time frame to stop the trend, the wave, the impulse of the superior time frame. So yeah, this look odd to me, but something like this. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Nike is definitely, but it's a good thing. Like, based from what I hear and feel from you, it's a good thing you're gosh, English is failing me. At least you're not chasing the movement that's already over. You know, at least you're not like, oh, we're going to the moon. Deep salsa, yeah. Um, yeah. My problem on hourly is just that daily looks great though. Maybe I'll still do something short and small if it goes here, and then we'll have all this like space between the volume level. We'll see. I'm here today though to work on my long-term portfolio. But yeah, I think like Starbucks was the last drop on me watching automatic rallies bouncing of perfect point fives on monthlies. And I was like, damn, I should start buying uh, just with no stop loss, just in a long term portfolio. And once again, uh, this would be an idea for Nike. If you're talking about long term portfolio, like I wouldn't take it for my long term. I will not take it for my long term because I don't see point 0.5. I'll show you in a bit. Look what I've chosen for portfolio. No, wait. Uh, what the heck? No. Portfolio. Yeah. So, wait, what? Uh, you see, this is what I mean by point 0.5. Even though it's like low now, but it's still in the level. It's like good for point 0.5. 0.5. This is beautiful 0.5. Pfizer, it's a beautiful 0.5. You know what I mean? So like this kind of 0.5s, then it's good for long-term portfolio. It's a little bit low, but still 0.5. I think I need to remove this, and I should not touch foreign stocks. This is for, that's also Canadian. So those are 0.5s that, I mean, would make me buy with no manipulation signal, with no like distinctive signal. But when you talk about Nike, where is it on monthly? It didn't hold. It didn't, like 0.5 didn't hold. It broke down. So where do we go on Nike? Is it the Nike setup? Yeah, like I mean, we already discussed. Where is it the stock? Is in the stock? No, I don't think you're talking about in. But yeah, that's my idea of Nike. I don't see it in my long-term portfolio as of yet. As of yet. I want to complete my list so I don't have this FOMO. And like when I say long-term portfolio, I'm just saying buying really like fractions, like slowly, like smart money, accumulate, build a campaign. They have different reasoning. They buy like slow, small, well, compared to their needs. So not to move the price too far from their desired price levels. In my case, it's gonna be slow just because there is no trading signal for me. There is no stop loss for me. I'm just believing that the stock will retrieve from the level it's at. It's actually getting close. This guy is getting in the vicinity of 0.5. So let's put it on monthly watch at least. This guy definitely deserves more attention. Okay. Done. So I can actually wait. Oh yeah, that works too. For Nike, yeah, I told you my ideas on Nike. Okay, so now that's the trades I'm in. I still have my superstitions. I don't want to mark out my running trades. Hold on, will they? Okay. So that's the only. So yeah, stocks in between the wait list, they share the same marker. I charted super fast while at work, but this is the idea. Then I usually go to my computer and spend, yes, that's a good idea, time looking at dissecting scientists do with frogs. Yes, good. Patience and specificity. Speaking of work, I have you Fastly. Where's your Fastenal? Did I move it to my... Oh no, I removed it. I had it till recently. I had this Fastenal stock. Inherited from you, I think. Fast. Yeah. Did I? Oh, I removed it from the list. Yeah, I was looking at it closely. This level was good. Did I make any money there? I don't think I did. Yeah. No, I did. Look. I did the buck on Fastenal. Here? What was here? Yeah, that was a spring test, and I did some quick 2 hours on it, and then it didn't give me more chance. That would be another level, but nothing here. And then I removed it just because of it's a bar level, and it has to come. I mean, I don't know. Now it's good to decide what it wants to do. But yeah, I remember your work. I remember our conversation about Fastenal. I want to start buying, like, again, a few shares here and there. Damn, it sucks to buy it from here, but I think I'm good to buy. So again, a few shares, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. What? Oh, wait. Did I? Huh. Why do I think it's a level at all? Anyone knows? Yeah, I think I cut off the levels after here. After here. Ew, that's debatable. So that might not be the level, actually. That's like too wide. And definitely one of this. Yeah. Like, I like this a lot. And I like Pfizer a lot. Can it go lower? Yeah, it can, absolutely. Like it did here. Also hang out here, but also... Yeah, let me sleep on this idea. Maybe I shouldn't jump the guns. And definitely not with the foreign stocks. Just because also I don't know their environment. I don't know their situations. Is it a Spanish stock? Chile. No. I'm sorry, but I trust Canada more than Chile just because it's like part of the developed economy world. So the risk of systematic crisis is lower. Alligator. I'm still there too. I was trying to work for someone else but didn't get the job. But we wait for the next opportunity, just like the stock market. Yeah, I'm like an alligator waiting, just lurking at the moment. Yeah, keep an eye. Market produces limitless amount of opportunities to trade every day. It's like casino, and most of them are to lose your money. So yeah, I would start picking up. What is this BCE stock? Oh, 30 billions, 45,000 employees. Oh, Bell Communication. Okay. Oh, it's also Canada. Like I believe in Toyota more than in Canadian stocks. UPS. Yeah, let me sleep on it. But that's all I've got for today. Mm, I don't know. Maybe I'll do another one um, at the close of the market in an hour. But I feel complete for today. Uh, I'm milking. I'm kind of like I'm entertaining myself, like just not to do premature decisions because it's a relatively new idea for me. I like how it consolidates here, aka Starbucks. It just like took Starbucks. Uh, 3 months to accumulate it. So volume difference was volume, yeah, volume difference was like very different though. It was like way smaller volume. Let it ripe. Let it ripe. It never hurts to miss a trade though, right? You know. And here with Toyota, my problem is that yeah, I discontinued my levels. So is it really? It is a level, and it behaves here very distinctively. We need a correction here though. And volume distribution is good. Yeah, let it all ripe. Let it all ripe. And I should wait for correction here, 2.5. So yeah. So yeah. Pfizer, I don't think it's an exhaustion volume. It can go lower. So I'll be lurking, like brother Jay says, at the stocks. But I'll be reasonable. And that's my Russian stocks. And that's the TD. Okay. Have you looked at like food provider stock? I was listening to a very interesting theory on how food rules in the world, and if you control the food, you control the people. From a stock perspective, it was really intriguing. Well, yeah, don't listen to those. There's like more so food, water, energy, housing. I mean, finance. It's not like, yeah, of course, like food, lodging, water, and energy are the most vital ones. So people would probably live without finance, but they wouldn't last a day without food. From this perspective, it's true, but from perspective of profit making, the markup on the food, it's not comparable to that on like financial services or something. So I wouldn't be like too much carried away by all these like podcasts, and I'm not. More interesting to me, and I don't follow that, but there's like economy cycle and like different industries, different sectors of economy do better at different stages of the economy cycle. So like at some certain points, like yeah, food staples and I don't know, some other industries do better than the others. And there's like 4 cycles of economy. That can be like they can be helpful. Also like I'm kind of like training myself to pay more attention to spy and like super technically to do everything right every time you make a decision to trade, but it doesn't work within my system. Say like before like opening a trade on Starbucks, you need to check out the spy, and then is it a part of not it's not part of Russell, whatever like indexes it's a part of, you got to check those, and the industry it's in you got to check as well. But I don't believe in this much because it's great example. So like, well, all the markets were collapsing right after like all the markets collapsed, and everything is kind of boring flat down there. Like a lot of things, it just like skyrockets. So it's even better when the whole market like grows and the trend is bullish for the general market. You find a good entry spot and then it grows slowly because kind of this effort of the bulls is like spread all across the market. Whereas when you really find a good entry spot on a stock when the entire market is bearish, it will jump, it will like just skyrocket because all the bulls across the market, and there are many, they're like retirement plans, there are institutional investors who do not have technical capability to short. There are a bunch of IRA accounts, there are a bunch of traders like myself that do not short, only trade long. There is way more bulls on the market than bears at all times. And when the market crashes, well, unless some real, I don't know, once in a century crash, like when you find this stock that really reached its monthly levels and is really like setting up, when you found something, so like say per se Pfizer that's hanging out like in the middle of nowhere right now. Where's my Pfizer? Okay, I removed this from this watch list. So like Pfizer that's accumulating right now big time, and it's like 15-year-old long 0.5. So if all the market crash like this, at this point I would expect Pfizer just to like skyrocket because all the bulls will apply the pressure. By this time it will accumulate all the juice, accumulation campaign of the smart money. So all the market will be focused on long in Pfizer, and it will just skyrocket while all the stocks will be like most of like the general market, the majority of the market will be like bearish. This will just go through the roof. And I saw it happening all across the market. Again, here it's like hanging out like in the 0.5, in the like long-term 0.5. What, 14 years? No, like what is it? 10. Gosh, 16-year-old 0.5 right now. So I'm hanging out like doing nothing pretty much. If all the market crashes, it will just skyrocket. So there is no point, at least for me, to correlate a certain stock with its industry index or general market index or Qs, or if it's like high tech or like Russell 2000, if it's like small cap. Just don't do those because it doesn't make sense. If your stock is ready to go, if the price is ready to go, it's ready to go. It doesn't matter what's going on in the market. This Toronto bank corrected to it's like 4-year like 0.5. All the stocks will go down. It will just like skyrocket. It will go faster. It will actually benefit. Like Pfizer will benefit from the market crash right now because there is no much lower it can go. It can only go up from here. Anything can happen, but generally speaking, more likely than not, like Toyota, it's already corrected. You know what I'm saying? So some stocks, they're just like correct faster. They start correcting while the other stocks, like the market still grows, and then by the time market starts collapsing, it's already set up to grow, and then it will actually grow faster than it would have if the market continued to grow, just because like the bullish effort would be spread all across the market. Except for extraordinary circumstances, aka 9/11, aka like mortgage crisis, or like COVID, where like almost all the stocks. So like once again, like if major crash will happen, yeah, Pfizer can go a little lower, but how lower will it go? Can it do another dip here and then it will just the fact remains true. It will bounce and go up way faster and way more powerful with way more strength than it would have if the market environment was bullish and people were spreading their capital across hundreds of stocks. And now like hundreds of stocks are collapsing and like 5 stocks are set up to go. Do you think I'm the only one to see this? I don't think so. I think what's going on here is like smart money are like generating this boring environment here to hoover, to vacuum, to accumulate all the stock. And then once they get like, it's a Wyckoff methodology uh, in its purest. Once the smart money will accumulate, they'll do another deep. So they tried this break. It was a test, a false break that said you like the breakout that you shouldn't buy. Then they tried it here. Oh, it doesn't go. Okay, let it go lower, so that like to force all the early bulls to sell their and close their positions, all the weak hands, uninformed hands to like shake them off of their positions and buy all this liquidity here, and then do another break. You see how they're like expanding. They'll do another break. They'll test. If there is no supply here, they'll go up. If there is supply here, they'll go down again, like bore everyone out, buy all the liquidity, and then they'll go up, at least till here or like till here. So that's the story of the market. So um, yeah, I think that's just how it works. Okay, okay, Jay. It was a blast. It was a blast talking to you again. I see you again. I'll keep an eye. I don't want to like, yeah, like find me in the Trading View chat if you want to chat. I'll open the, I'll pop out the YouTube chat for you. But generally speaking, I like to focus on my shit nowadays and just I just stream it on YouTube. I started getting some following on X, former Twitter. You'll be surprised. I don't know how, but like people just start randomly like following me on X. So okay, good. So yeah, ever since they killed the streaming on TradingView, I'm not much socializing, just doing my job, and I don't know. Maybe I'm more productive this way. But yeah, I'm glad to see you. And shoot me your setups if you want to, like in the chat, anywhere, in the TradingView chat. I mean, if you want me to a second opinion. But now the more you learn, the more you know that second opinion doesn't really help. You know, it's nice to once again learn and grow together, but your trading decisions you have to make on your own. And I can like give you second opinion on your setups all day long. It's gonna help you much. You know, I can give you some info. And once again, once you're getting in the flow, you mentioned some systems here. What were they? Wait. Where's our private? Okay. Uh, so whatever systems you're using nowadays, fair value gaps, ICT strategies, like you gotta stick to like you shop around on the market, you find whatever relates to you most. I told you my story. I need some fundamental knowledge of the market. I need because I have like major degree in finance and like that's how my mind operates. I need to understand. If I'm doing something, I need to understand why. What's the underlying motive? What's the like driving force? What's the juice? You know, what's the underlying principle of the market? And that's what I found in wave and volume spread analysis. Find your jam and go with it. So and you won't need any second opinions, but it's always nice to chat and like talk about fundamentals and like some news and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll have to get in a call with you sometime and show you what I've learned. Wouldn't mind hearing your expertise on it sometime. Yeah, we can do that. Once again, like I can give you like a general view of mine on what I feel about because like yeah, like you can split strategies and techniques into two baskets normally. Ones that are just not teaching you anything, like a buying selling strategy buy when 21-day EMA crosses 7-day EMA from above down and sell when it's like does the opposite or whatever, or like buy like first bearish bullish candle closed below 21 EMA, like all the strategies that are really really simple, or like following indicators and just buying off them, or things that are overly complicated. Whatever, you have to grow, so there is no like growl on the market. There is no easy formula, or everyone would have been instantly rich, which is impossible because market doesn't generate money, right? It redistributes capital. So if there was any method that would be available for the general public, or even for some informed traders, that would have collapsed the market, because everyone cannot win. In order for me to take money from the table, there could be that guy on the other side of the monitor, or like a group of people who countered my trade, who lost the money on the trade that I won, that I made the money. So that makes this like formulas impossible. So it's always a power game, like who outsmarts who, or outpowers who with a bigger funds, or better inside information, the edge, as they call it on the street. So um my like when I was choosing my method, I'll be working with my system of trading, I was choosing the system that would be logical, that would be explanatory and comprehensive. Explanatory in the sense that it's not just like buy the spring of the support level, or I can explain you exactly why I buy a 2 bar spring with a test or without test from the support level, because like the tail of the spring hits the stop losses, closes the positions of traders who opened prematurely, catches all the early bears who are wrong, who position them on the wrong side of the market. That creates the liquidity for the smart money, and we see the struggle, we see how it went. So the smart money outpowered the uninformed traders, the retail money, and then now we can put our stop loss underneath it and our take profit 1 to 2, because it like works the best statistically. We could have also put like 1 to 3 or graphical method. So like the system I use needs to be comprehensive and make sense and be founded on the underlying fundamental principles of the market, such as the law of demand and supply, the law of cause and effect, the law of effort and result, and wave theory. So that's my jam. I understand what you mean. Everything would be just understanding how you think, exactly, because really at the end of the day, the market is only show human behavior. Exactly. So like the whole thing depicts the human behavior, and I've heard a lot of experienced like traders that are way more experienced than I am. They would say any reasonable method, any reasonable system, any reasonable technique will work for me. It's just a matter of discipline. Yeah, there are strategies like gap trading. Gap trading is very, I think for American market is very good, because there's so many gaps, and like gaps are logical also. It makes sense. Gap and go, gap with retest, it makes sense why. And like when it makes sense, yeah, it's probably gonna work, and even more so, you're gonna sleep well, because you're using something. When you use a vehicle that you don't understand how it like works, then you have this insecurity in your life, because you're like, yeah, it works today, but is it gonna work tomorrow? What am I gonna do if it's not gonna work, if it stopped working, or anything changes, because you just don't know the equipment you're using. You don't understand it. You don't have to be a mechanic, a car mechanic, but you need to understand there's like 4 wheels, there is an engine, and there is this like momentum that goes from the engine through transmission to your wheels, and like kind of the basics. And yeah, so I'm down to make a call and you explain your technique, and I'll just give you my second opinion on it. But you don't really need a second opinion on that. You just need to listen within yourself. If it's something that explains you, like which gives like a good theoretical foundation, but also practical, so that you can really make money of it. And again, your personal statistic is your best advisor. Okay,